situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. These guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
3 yards. And the 49er first down.
Now Winston. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put him through the pipes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. physical skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And the 49ers, first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Winston to throw it this time. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. From the gun, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and ran. And that's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, able to avoid it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the return will snap right around the 25. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. It's no secret they have been struggling big time. They've gone 2 months without a win, 8 straight losses. But right now they do have the lead. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Jameis to throw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now he's going to step up and run. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And the 49er first down. First and goal.
Scannable will score. Touchdown, 49ers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Giants first down.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw over the middle, he's got Rucker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and
Toss play to Mason. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
3 yards. And the Giants first down.
One play action, Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On the give, it's Mason. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Fields. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Well, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Fields. Now a run here off the arc. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've They've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait till halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolled out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Fields. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll hand it to Mason. Nice little juke. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw is Winston. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, Winston. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't got the best football yet. But we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now Mason, able to avoid him at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
On the tackle.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
To the right goes Mason. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Mason on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
The Giants, first down.
Off play action. Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Wilson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To throw is Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49ers offense and Nakua ready to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Throwing, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Back at the 19-yard line.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. Running the slant. Gray with it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
48-yard line.
Here's Fields. They'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Fields now to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going. And that's only going to serve to lessen the move even further.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Fields. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, Winston. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20-point
On play action, Winston. His throw incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Greg Newsome on the coverage defensively.
Now Winston. He'll try and do this himself. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson going to try the right side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
49er first down. 2 yards on the play. And the 49ers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
10 at the 14-yard line.
The 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er, first down.
They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Tucker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's courtesy of Jack Campbell. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants going to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead with Hardy. And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They're now second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Second and 9.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
One play action. Fields. That's into the hands of Worthy. From the 43, here's a second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mason going to get it on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now it's Fields. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they go with Hardy. to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jameis to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Watson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the giant rescue toss. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because a bunch of sack after sack happened, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Blankenship on the coverage.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Well, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Working to put a drive together. Following the interception, Winston. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Winston. Left side here, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Here's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First down.
To throw is Fields. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. From the 42 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now Fields.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Fields. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now Fields going to run, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's Fields.
At the 9-yard line.
A dump off for Mason. 9 yards on the play there. That'll set him up first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down.
Fields. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DK Metcalf taking it in. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
69 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's second down.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up second and 13.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Open net is Waddle complete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Waddle. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
17 yards. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for San Francisco, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.